Tonight I'm going to be introducing a singer-songwriter from the area, Arianna Lyrist. Arianna, I want to ask you, how old were you when you discovered that you have musical talent?
I started singing and performing at a really young age, mostly in community ensembles and as well as in school, elementary school, which reminds me of a really funny story. I had this choir teacher, Mr. Klinkman, and he one day pulled me aside and said, "I have to talk to you before class because I have to tell you something." I said, "Okay," and I was very nervous. I was in second grade and I was thinking, oh, what could he say? And he said, "We all know that you have a beautiful voice, but every time you sing in rehearsal, the person in front of you says, I can hear her sing so loud, and they feel like they have to cover their ears because I have a natural operatic voice as a kid, and they're like, you are so loud that that's like, we know you can sing, but just tone it down a little bit." I'm like, okay, I'll tone it down.
So I wanted to ask, have you done any live performances?
Yes, through Walnut Hill, my senior year, this was the highlight of my singing career so far. I performed at Carnegie Hall in a choir. That year, the dean of school was retiring, and our ensemble performed at Carnegie Hall along with dancers and other actors. It's so much fun, and just performing and singing and writing my own songs, and it's just everything.
Yes. I want to also ask you, what current artist do you admire?
Adele is phenomenal. Her lyrics, her writing ability, her vocal range. She's a true artist. She really hones in and is in it for just the writing, and she harnesses it well. She's also Christina Aguilera is also a big influence of mine, kind of from the 90s. Genie in a Bottle, I think we all remember that one. Yes. And just a fun tune. She's just incredible as well. Sarah Bareilles, I get a lot of my piano playing and style from her, as well as Nora Jones, who's a very gifted jazz as well as singer. A lot of my influence comes from just everyday moments. So thinking like, oh, it's almost a photo that you have to capture. And I capture that with a song. One moment or a feeling, an emotion, a name, something that catches my attention. I draw influences from many different places. People, experiences, emotions. And I focus in on one point or one moment of that and write a song around it.
Yes, I can see where it really is like, music for you is kind of like a canvas and paint for an artist.
Yes,
you can really show somebody what you're feeling.
Absolutely.
Through words and tones, and you create a mood. You can create a mood with the music.
I capture that one image and that one moment in time.
What obstacles do you feel you've had to overcome in this competitive business?
Ooh, many. It is a very competitive world. Music and any entertainment, just the field in general. For me as a songwriter and as an artist, getting out there, finding people who are as serious about the industry as I am and reliable. A lot of, whether it be musicians, engineers, producers, managers, a lot of people have ulterior motives and want their own success out of it and aren't willing to necessarily or only help you so far and then go their own way. So that's really been a challenge, working with people and trying to find good people, just surrounding yourself with good people. That's the key. And secondly, for me personally, myself getting out of my way and feeling like I put myself out there as a songwriter without any guards, and being a vulnerable artist to express the way I feel and trying to have people relate to that as much as possible. And also with my own difficulty in having a disability, from a young age, familiar spastic periparesis is the technical term for it. But as a young age, when I was diagnosed 2 years old, and I've been adapting and living my life with a limp, and that's been difficult. But just getting past that for myself is really hard.
What do you find helps you overcome that?
A lot of it is the people that surround me, my parents, friends, good friends, people that help build my self-esteem up, and also just surrounding myself with good people. I think that's the main thing. And then music, that's always been a huge, listening to music, hearing it, meeting new people, networking, and they help me cope, and it's a therapy. My writing has been a therapy, so that's been great to have.
How do you feel when you see people enjoy your music?
It's the best feeling in the world. It's you can see people just in the audience and they just smile and they're singing along or they're bobbing their heads to the beat, and you know that you've touched somebody and you've made an impact and they've related to you in some way and to your music, to your songs, and it's a deep connection that any songwriter or artist will know what I mean. It's profound to see that and to know, wow, I've impacted somebody's life and I've reached a fan or an audience member, a person. I recently launched a website, ariannalyrist.com. It's Arianna, last name Lyrist, Lyrist.com. So that's been really great, as well as having an iTunes. My song's on iTunes, Arianna Lyrist. You can search me and find my latest EP online.